Hi guys, thank you so much for tuning in. So today I'm going to be showing you how I make my ginger tea. So yeah, there's quite a few just very minimal ingredients that I brought here. So the first thing that you see in there was just the lemon. I also brought some ginger root. I don't really have a specific amount of how much ginger that I use. I just kind of go with the flow. I like to have my ginger quite strong, so I do put quite a bit of ginger in there. And for the last ingredients that I have is some fresh mint. I like to add some mint in there just to give it that extra flavour. And you know, there's some great mint benefits. It helps move the gas around the body and it stimulates the bile flow, which helps to clear the liver of any waste products as well. So you've got your ginger and you've got your lemon, and like I said, you've got the mint as well. Now the first thing that I'm going to do is make sure that the ginger is washed very well. I don't peel the skin off the ginger. That's where most of the nutrients is kept. So what I do is just straight grate the ginger. I don't chop up the ginger at all. I just like to grate it because I like to get to the root of the ginger. There's a lot of people that will just chop it and boil it, and that's okay. There's some people that will blend it and either strain out the juice or drink the ginger itself, like the actual whole ginger, and that's cool too, because I mean you're getting the nutrient benefits out of that. Me personally, I just like to grate it and pretty much boil what I've grated. I believe that way it's just the best way of getting the juice. There's not really much bits that I have to deal with. I just strain it and yeah, take it from there. So as you can see, I'm just pretty much grating the root. Like I said, I don't really have a certain amount of what I use. I just go with the flow. I do like to have my ginger tea strong, so I do use quite a bit. So I'll just quickly fast forward it because it does take some time. There's also some really great benefits when it comes to having ginger tea. I mean, one of them is the fact that it can kick up fat burning and weight loss fast. And it's also got some very powerful antibacterial, antifungal and antiviral properties. So say for instance, if you've got the common cold or flu, it will help to fight those symptoms swiftly. And you know, we use lemon in the tea as well, and you know, lemon, it increases metabolism and it promotes weight loss also. And once lemon is metabolized and it's fully digested, the lemon juice becomes alkaline with a pH count above 7. So you know, having a balanced pH protects our bodies from the inside out, so that's also very important to have. You can see there the amount that I use. So now that is done and I've grated all the ginger, so my next step is just pretty much getting my pot, and I will be putting all the grated ginger into my pot first and foremost. Before I did that as well, I actually boiled some water, so I used some boiling water and I'll put that straight onto the ginger and start boiling the ginger. So before I do that, I will just take some pieces of the mint as well. Just about a handful or so, and I'll wash the pieces of mint, make sure that it's fresh and clean, and I'll also add that in the pot with the ginger. Like I said, I boiled some water, so now I'll be putting the water on the ginger and on the mint. And once I've put all my boiled water in the pot, I will begin to boil. I boil the ginger for, I would say, about 10 minutes. 10 minutes makes the ginger tea pretty strong. So while the ginger is boiling, I will get my lemon and I will squeeze my lemon and juice it out with the juicer. So yeah, the main thing is just getting out the lemon juice so that I can add that along with my ginger and mint tea. So once that's done, I'll just put that aside until the ginger tea is finished. My next step is just getting my strainers. I use 2 strainers. Because it's coming out the pot, I use my bigger strainer, and then for the second time when I want to put it in the jug, I use the smaller strainer, which removes all the little tiny bits that's left remaining in the pot. So as you can see there, I've got my jug ready. Oh, you can see that strainer is too big for the jug, so I'll just get another pan which I'll strain it in first, and then I use my smaller strainer to put it in the jug. And yes, I have got odd socks on, don't ask why. So now I'll be straining the tea into the main big pan first and foremost with my big strainer. It just takes out all the big bits, and not having to deal with that, it just strains all the juice out. Make sure that you do scrape out all the bits out of the pot as well. Yes, as you can see, we've got the main juice for the ginger tea. The next step that I'm going to do is strain it in the smaller strainer, just to get any little tiny bits of ginger root that'll be in the, you know, in the juice. So yeah, I'll do that now. From what you can see there, it's just a tiny bit of ginger that's left, just to strain the little bits out so you've got a nice smooth drink. That's made about, I think that was around 1,400 milliliters. So I'll leave that to cool. The next thing that I'll do is add the lemon juice in the ginger tea. And with this ginger tea, you can have it either hot or cold. What I like to do is, because it's hot already, I like to have a cup of hot ginger tea. Now to sweeten it, you can use some agave nectar, maybe about 15 ml or more. It just depends on, you know, suitable to your taste really. Or you can use some honey as well. One of the best ways to do it is actually if you share out your drink and then sweeten it, so then you can, you know around how much of the sweetener you're having. I like to use natural sweeteners, so the agave nectar is a very, you know, it's way better than white sugar. White sugar's not good for our systems. So yeah, the agave is ideal if you're just trying to keep it natural. So yes, if you just keep stirring in the sweetener, make sure that's stirred into the tea nicely. I will have a quick taste just to make sure that, you know, it's perfect for my taste buds. Yep, that taste is right up my street. Also remember guys, if you want to add more mint leaves, feel free, just to give it more of that minty flavour. And yes, it's time for us to share out a glass. I just love having my ginger tea hot. I just feel like it sweets and soothes my soul. And I'll leave the rest to cool down and put it in a recycling bottle, which I'll probably have for the rest of the week. So yes, thank you guys for watching my video. I hope it's helped you on how to make ginger tea. Feel free to follow me on Instagram, astar.fitness, on YouTube, astarfitness. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you soon.